Welcome to the online module for the 2013 Husky Nutrition Questionnaire. Created and presented by Ibrahim and Stephanie Berenson. First, let's start with some quick facts. Athletes achieve peak performance by training and eating a variety of foods. Athletes gain most from the amount of carbohydrates stored in the body. Fat also provides the body with fuel. Use of fats depends on the duration of the exercise and the condition of the athlete. Exercise may increase the athlete's need for protein. Water is a critical nutrient for athletes, and dehydration can cause muscle cramping and fatigue. For any additional information on healthier eating, please visit mypyramid.gov. Why is nutrition so important? Becoming an elite athlete requires good genes, proper training and conditioning, and a sensible diet that will enhance their sport performance. Nutritional misinformation can do just as much harm to an ambitious athlete as good nutrition can do to help. What is a calorie? A calorie is actually equal to a kilocalorie. So therefore, a calorie with a lowercase c is equal to 1/1000th of a calorie. Therefore, we will be dealing in terms of kilocalories when we say the word calorie. A kilocalorie is the amount of energy it takes to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water 1 degree Celsius at sea level, which is roughly the amount of 1 full Nalgene bottle. Your body burns food to produce energy in the form of heat. Nutritionists measure the amount of heat produced by metabolizing food in units called kilocalories. Carbohydrates. The recommended dietary allowance, or RDA, for carbohydrates for a Division I athlete is roughly 50% of that athlete's daily caloric intake. Though the RDA is 50%, in a single meal, for example dinner, an athlete's plate may be comprised of up to 75% carbohydrates. The best sources of carbohydrates for athletes include whole grain pastas, breads, and cereals, as well as fruits and vegetables. Including these foods in pre-game meals can help increase energy stores. Popular misconception states that low-carb dieting will produce long-term weight loss success. This is not true. Endurance athletes who will be competing in long events should eat high carbohydrate meals for up to 3 days before their event. A composition of 70% carbohydrates is recommended for these 3 days. Protein. Pre-game meals should include small amounts of protein to help avoid drops in blood sugar levels. Protein will also help rebuild muscles damaged during exercise. The American Dietetic Association recommends consuming up to 35% of the diet as protein on a regular basis to help maximize performance. The best choices for proteins are lean meats, peanut butter, low-fat or fat-free dairy products such as milk, cottage cheese, and yogurts. Vegetarian protein equivalents for 1 ounce of meat, 1 ounce being 1/4 of a standard burger patty, are half a cup of cooked quinoa, 2 ounces of tofu, 1 ounce of tempeh, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, 1/4 cup cooked black beans, 1/4 cup chickpeas, 1/4 cup cooked kidney beans, ½ ounce of almonds. The RDA of fat for Division I athletes is 15 to 20% of the athlete's daily caloric intake. Fat use depends on the athlete's condition as well as the duration of the event. Well-trained athletes will utilize fat for energy more quickly than less conditioned athletes, thus creating a lower body fat percentage. Sources of fat should be primarily of unsaturated, heart-healthy fats such as avocado, nuts, and fish. Sugars. The RDA for sugary sweets is less than 1% of an athlete's daily intake of calories. Therefore, on a 3,000 to 4,000 calorie diet, a typical Division I athlete should be consuming less than 40 calories worth of sweets. So for example, this Reese's cup is equal to 42 calories, so you could eat that Reese's cup with that slice already taken out of it. Fiber. Fiber is an important aspect of an athlete's diet. The best sources of fiber include raspberries, avocados, chia seeds, flaxseed, steel-cut oats, lentils, broccoli, and apples. The potential health benefits of fiber include can reduce the risk of heart disease, aid in weight loss, can help with constipation, and helps regulate digestion. This next section will cover meals. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Your body is starving for nutrients and energy by the time you wake up in the morning. It is most beneficial to have a combination of fruits, protein, and whole grain carbohydrates. An example of a healthy breakfast would be a bowl of oatmeal with fruit and a hard-boiled egg. Lunch. It is important for athletes to never skip lunch. Lunch refuels the body to get through the rest of the day. A healthy lunch suggestion would be a tuna fish sandwich on whole grain bread, a side salad of mixed greens, and a piece of fruit such as an apple, banana, or an orange. Dinner. A healthy and adequately sized dinner gives the body the nutrients it needs to recover from the physical exertions of the day. A healthy example would be a baked or grilled skinless chicken breast, a side of sweet or baked potato, and a mixed green salad. Shredding fish or chicken would also provide the protein for muscle building and recovery. Snacks. Eating 4 smaller meals a day may assist in keeping the body from ever reaching a point of starvation or hunger. An athlete should always have some healthy snacks on hand. Some good examples of healthy choices are granola bars, baked crackers, raw almonds, cottage cheese, and/or any type of fruit. In our society, it's sometimes easy to go for the poor choice of the burger, but it's important to always choose the healthier option. Moving along next, we'll be talking about hydration. Hydration. Fluids are necessary for the body to provide energy to cool working muscles and allow the body to efficiently cool itself through the sweating mechanism. It is important to drink water at every meal as well as before, during, and after physical activity. Sports drinks such as Gatorade and Powerade also help to rehydrate the body. When athletes are not properly hydrated, they decrease circulation to their muscles and skin, which may impair performance and endanger their health. The easiest way to determine proper hydration status is to monitor urination. When an athlete is adequately hydrated, urine will be clear or pale yellow, fairly significant in volume, and also rather frequent. Game day meals. Timing. Athletes should always allow adequate digestion time before the beginning of their event to avoid stomach discomfort. Large, high-carbohydrate meals should be consumed 3 to 4 hours prior to an event, while smaller meals and snacks can be eaten up to 2 hours before game time. Small, carbohydrate-rich snacks can be consumed within an hour and will help provide additional energy for performance and are generally well tolerated. These are 2 examples of pre-event meals, one being a larger option and one being a smaller option, to be eaten either 3 to 4 hours prior or up to 2 hours prior to your event. After game day. Following a training session or competition, a small meal eaten within 30 minutes is very beneficial. The meal should contain carbohydrates, protein, and fat. Protein synthesis is greatest during the window of time immediately following a workout, and carbohydrates will help replenish glycogen stores. However, consuming food within the 30-minute window may be difficult for athletes when they often experience nausea or lack of hunger. Another option for athletes who have difficulty eating within the 30-minute window are recovery shakes that contain protein and carbohydrates. There are several liquid smoothies and beverages on the market that provide high protein and carbohydrates for replenishment. One classic example is chocolate milk. If an athlete is still uncomfortable with the chocolate milk option, they may also consume fruit, popsicles, oranges, bananas, bagels, melon, or apple slices. All are better options than consuming no food at all. Many athletes turn to protein and amino acid supplementation in the form of powders or pills post-workout. These are unnecessary and have been linked to dehydration, weight gain, and undue stress on the kidneys and liver. Not only is chocolate milk just as good as these brand name post-workout drinks, but it is cheaper too. You have now reached the conclusion of the module. Please move on to the Questionnaire tab to retake the online questionnaire. Thank you again for participating in the 2013 Husky Nutrition Questionnaire.